Hi guys, so I'm going to teach you guys how to get long lashes. So the first thing you need to do is grab your lash curler, curl your lashes obviously, then you're going to put them down and use your phone that you're using right now to search up what's happening in China, how they're getting concentration camps, throwing innocent Muslims in there, separating their families from each other, kidnapping them, murdering them, raping them, forcing them to eat pork, forcing them to drink, forcing them to convert different religions if not, or else they're going to, of course, get murdered. People that go into these concentration camps don't come back alive. This is another Holocaust, yet no one is talking about it. Please be aware. Please spread awareness. And yeah, so you can grab your lash curler again. Hi guys, so I'm going to teach you guys how to get long lashes. So the first thing you need to do is grab your lash curler, curl your lashes obviously, then you're going to put them down and use your phone that you're using right now to search up what's happening in China, how they're getting concentration camps, throwing innocent Muslims in there, separating their families from each other, kidnapping them, murdering them, raping them, forcing them to eat pork, forcing them to drink, forcing them to convert different religions if not, or else they're going to, of course, get murdered. People that go into these concentration camps don't come back alive. This is another Holocaust, yet no one is talking about it. Please be aware. Please spread awareness. And yeah, so you can grab your lash curler again. And
Chinese crackdown on Uyghurs and other Turkic people has only gotten worse. I'm going to break it down for you. You may have heard that China has detained millions of Uyghurs and other Turkic Muslims in torture-ridden concentration camps and prisons, where they are forced to denounce their religion and ethnic identity. Over a year ago, the UN claimed 1 million people were held in camps, but that number has risen. Uyghur activists now estimate at least 3 to 5 million people are held in camps. What you may not know is that this is all happening in an occupied nation called East Turkestan, or what China has renamed to as Xinjiang. In fact, Xinjiang means new colony. China calls the people of East Turkestan ethnic minorities, despite them being natives of the land for thousands of years. After occupying the land in 1949, China has been attempting to slowly wipe out the nation. China calling us ethnic minorities is their attempt of erasing us, because for the longest time, we were actually the majority of our homeland. Many people identify this as an act of cultural genocide, and it very much is. China is wiping out East Turkestan's history, including the fact that we are an occupied nation, its language, culture, and influential leaders. China is destroying our mosques, homes, and even graveyards and turning them into museums, parks, or parking lots. But this is all much more than a cultural genocide. There is ample evidence showing that it is physical too. There have been numerous reports of death, torture, forced sterilization, organ harvesting while prisoners are alive, people being drugged with unknown substances that cause memory loss and mental derangement, rape, and forced abortions. Children are forcibly separated from their parents and sent to orphanages, forcing them to become Han Chinese and adopting them off to Chinese families. Thousands of Turkic detainees are being rounded up at night, put into trains, and sent to parts of mainland China to never be seen again. One former survivor of the camp system, Mihrigo Tursun, described how in her cell of 68 women, 9 women died during the 3 months she was detained. Now imagine, how many people would be dead if there are possibly more than 3 million Turkic people in camps and prisons? A cultural genocide can become a physical genocide when the former becomes too costly. The international community must start calling it a physical genocide before it is too late, because cultural genocide is not a defined crime in international law. And history has shown us that we often act too late, once the atrocities have already fully taken place. Unfortunately, it's not until we start seeing the mass graves that we call it a genocide. Recently, China has responded by claiming that 90% of these detainees have been released. But in reality, when they are released from these camps, they are transferred to prisons and sentenced to massive prison terms, anywhere from 10 to 15 years to life imprisonment. Or they become modern-day slaves, forced to work in factories with little to no pay. Most governments have been forced to remain silent on this issue because of their business deals with China. The US recently issued visa bans on all Chinese government officials or Communist Party members who have been complicit in this genocide, as well as blacklisted 28 Chinese companies linked in the abuses. There is something you can do. Call your representatives to support HR 649. or the Uyghur Human Rights Policy Act, a proposal aimed to hold China accountable for their actions and to end the abuses occurring in East Turkestan. Assess your university's relationship with China and call them out if they are silent or directly complicit on this issue. Hold awareness events on campus. MIT has partnered with 3 major Chinese companies, iFlyTech, Huawei, and SenseTime, that have built the surveillance technologies being used to oppress and round up people into camps. Call out MIT for being directly involved with these crimes against humanity. Go to saveuighur.org to learn more on what you can do to help.
Maybe this is
Hi guys, so I'm going to teach you guys how to get long lashes. So the first thing you need to do is grab your lash curler, curl your lashes obviously, then you're going to put them down and use your phone that you're using right now to search up what's happening in China, how they're getting concentration camps, throwing innocent Muslims in there, separating their families from each other, kidnapping them, murdering them, raping them, forcing them to eat pork, forcing them to drink, forcing them to convert different religions if not, or else they're going to, of course, get murdered. People that go into these concentration camps don't come back alive. This is another Holocaust, yet no one is talking about it. Please be aware. Please spread awareness. And yeah, so you can grab your lash curl.
It's weird. She just make up and say weird thing, right? But there is something more strange in here. This video is banned in TikTok. So why is banned? I think maybe because it's the weird thing that she said. So I'm sorry, but today's weird topic is not TikTok reaction video. I wanna know why this video is banned. So I prepared other videos, so let's watch together.
The Chinese government has sent more than 1 million Uyghurs, a Muslim minority ethnic group, to centers like this for what it calls voluntary job training.
These are satellite images from the deserts of western China. Look closely and you'll see these huge complexes being built. From the sky, they sort of look like factories or even schools. But look even closer. This line is one facility's perimeter wall. And these shadows, they're cast by watchtowers along the wall. This compound isn't a school or a factory. It's an internment camp. Inside these camps, the Chinese government is detaining as many as 1 million Uyghurs, China's mostly Muslim minority. China doesn't want the world to know any of this. But the story of these camps is also the story of how we know about them, and China's efforts to cover them up.
жарым сағат тип болуда. Сонда 2-ден 2-ақ минут 50 әйелді жарым сағат ішінде отырып болу амал болса. Уақыт жетпейді. Тез бол дейді. Адам мынаған келгенше басыма төк таяқтан ұрған. Сол сөйтіп шыққанға жарай басымызға төк таяқты жегенде, рахмет мұғалім, ендігі жол кешікпей отырам деп айтамыз. Миыңды жуамыз, сен идеяңда мәселе бар. Дінді жаман көрсетіп етті ғой, сонда мен жайнамазға дейін өртедік қой біз. Күнде сол бар, үш уақыт сол.
We didn't waste water to wash our hands. We had 2 minutes to shower with cold water each month.
Қайта үйретеміз сондай. Коммунистік партия болмаса мен өмір сүре алмайды екен ғой. Коммунистік партия ғана маған өмір сүрудің жолын үйретіп отыр екен ғой. Бұл Қытайдың қайсы мақсат дегенде аз ұлттарды жаппай қытайландыру. Олар өз жерде бір.
Okay. So video is end. Okay, I will be honest. I'm afraid to make this video too. But I should be brave because I'm with Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. If nobody cares, nothing changes. This is not politics, and it's not also to fight with someone else. I don't know about politic things, but I know this. You cannot oppress someone because of someone's gender, race, or religion. You cannot oppress someone because of you're different. Because everyone is beautiful and precious itself. So I think we should respect and understand each other. I don't want to against someone watching with these terrible videos. I just want to smile with these cute TikToks. No matter what religion, race or language you have, we are all the same people with the same feelings. Love, sad, cry. This is the only fact. May we all love and respect each other. Love and peace.
Hey guys, you wanted a second part to the video on how to get longer lashes, so here it is. And by the way, I say that so TikTok doesn't take down my videos. But anyway, so a lot of you guys have been asking, what can I even do about this? Like, I'm not of age, I'm 10 to 16 years old. What can we even do about this? And first off, that's not the correct mindset to have. Spreading awareness does wonders. We got the UN to step in and help Sudan because we spread awareness, so we can do the same thing for China. Generations before us didn't have the same power as we do now, and that's technology. We can reach millions across the world. We can reach those who have power to do something about it. Our voices can do so much. It doesn't matter if we're not 18 or of age to vote. We have our voices, we can use that. And for those that are old enough to vote, elections are coming up soon. Vote for someone who you think can help these people. Ask questions at rallies, do something. I also found 2 websites that can help these Chinese Muslims. Don't have that mindset that you are powerless. You have power. You can create change. It's just up to you to decide if you want to do. As you can see, my lash curler made my lashes look so much longer. I love it. This is part 3 to the videos I made about the Muslims in China suffering. If you haven't seen those videos, please pause this, go watch it, and come back. Okay, so from besides people commenting how can we help and how does spreading awareness even help people, you guys also want attention being brought to other issues as well. Colombians are being massacred by their own government. People of Venezuela are suffering. Afghanistan's being bombed. America's separating children from their families all for the sake of patriotism. Mohit's government is torturing Muslims. China is killing Christians. We need to bring awareness to this. We need to use our voices. However, though, please don't abuse the power that your voice has. Instead of you commenting, how come people are talking about this but not this, you are putting a value on people's lives. You are making it seem like some people's lives matter more than others, which it doesn't. Bring awareness to those who need help, but don't take attention from those who need help. Use your voice. Talk about China, talk about Colombia, talk about America. But remember, spread awareness, don't take it away.